Hello YouTube, this is Vinny aka Wreckage from Sigma Entertainment. And today we are playing Devil May Cry. Now I'm playing this on the PS3, but everything on the PS3 also goes for the Xbox 360. So to start off here, we're playing as Dante. You're using your Sword Rebellion, that's the only weapon you currently have. These are Stygians, you're just going to defeat them real quick. While this is going on, I'll explain a couple things about this game. As you can see, as we're fighting, we're getting a multiplier. It's not graded based on numbers, it's graded based on letters. As you can see right now, I have a B. You can go up to a triple S, as far as I know. It's the highest I've ever gotten. So after you defeat the Stygians, you're going to see your two guns there, Ebony and Ivory, hanging from the bra there. The purple bra. And that would be the Hunter. He's the demon that dragged us into Limbo. So here you're just going to keep running across the bridge. Keep dodging these trailers. You can double jump. So, you know, when in need, definitely double jump.
Ebony, Ivory, Mission Girls.
These flying people here are Bathos. Right now you can really only use Ebony and Ivory to destroy them, so go ahead and get some target practice with the gun, get used to them. They're going to throw these little grenades, and you'll see that they have a little outer ring that shows you the explosion radius. You want to make sure you stay out of them, because they will hurt you. Pretty much just jumping in the air and shooting your guns while in air, like you can see, you pretty much stay floating in air as you're shooting. It'll take care of all the Bathos, and then we can take care of the ground guys. Like I said, you can see the multiplier right now building up. Now that'll come into factor if you're trying to go for the highest completion rating. If you want to get the triple S rating at the end of each mission, you're going to need to get high multiplayers while you're actually playing through the game. And the best way to get that is to actually use multiple weapons and you get style points. Right now you can't really do that in the first mission unless you replay it later when you have multiple weapons.
Dante.
Alright, so after that quick cutscene, you're gonna want to go over here to this wall, and you'll see like there's this little guy popping out here. He's what's called the Lost Soul, and that's Lost Soul number 1. Those are the collectibles, one of the collectibles in this game. The other kind of collectible in this game are the keys, and there are 4 different kind of keys. There's the gold, bronze, argent, and copper. Right here is a copper key. A copper key will unlock a copper door. Now one thing I show in these walkthroughs is how to get all the Lost Souls and all the keys and unlock all the challenges. Right here on your first playthrough, you are not going to be able to get through this door unless you have the Eryx weapon, E-R-Y-X weapon, after mission 7. So after mission 7, you get those fists, you can actually come back to that spot, destroy the wall, and then get the Lost Soul in there. But until you get that, you're going to have to leave it be and just continue forward. Now here at this location, you can actually get an easy trophy. If this is your first playthrough, you might not get it on your first playthrough. I didn't get it on my first playthrough. But what you're going to want to do is, if you're playing on the PlayStation 3, you're going to actually launch the enemies in the air by just pushing circle. Don't hold circle, because if you hold circle, you'll actually jump in the air with the enemies, which would launch you into the ride. So just hit circle quick. If you're on Xbox, you hit the whatever the launch button is on the Xbox. You're going to launch the Stygians into the air. Now, to get the trophy, you actually need to launch 10 of them into the ride. As you can see here, I actually only got 8, but I've already had previous kills on this level, and I actually get the trophy right here. It's only the rain. So like I said, if you don't get it on your first try, you can always go back and replay it and get the trophy. Like I said, you're probably going to have to come back anyways after you get some newer weapons to come back and get those lost souls you couldn't get before. So after you defeat those Stygians, you climb up here, you double jump, you're going to get yourself what's called a gold orb, and they can resurrect Dante in case you die. If you don't have any gold orbs on you and you die, you're going to have to restart the entire mission. When you're playing the game, these things are always going to be popping up. Whether they're little spiders or lampposts or anything. If you destroy these things, they're actually going to get you red orbs. And red orbs are good for buying stuff at the store, whether they're abilities or items. There's these blue rings out there. Now, if you've already beaten Mission 2, you can actually use the Angel Lift ability to go over here and get this lost soul. This is your first playthrough though, you're going to have to wait and come back. Now here you see we ran into the Divinity statue. That is pretty much the store. You can buy your abilities and you can buy your items here. Alright, so after the quick cutscene of you getting your jacket back, you got some more enemies to defeat. You got some couple Stygians and you also have Bathos in the air. The best thing for me to do is to actually defeat the Bathos first by jumping up in the air and just using Ebony and Ivory, or using your sword Rebellion to take those out. Because it's kind of a pain in the ass when you're trying to fight the ground guys and they're constantly throwing grenades at you. To each his own though, but that's just how I prefer to play. So you defeat all these enemies, and once you defeat these enemies, you're going to be put into another cutscene with the Hunter. Now here with the Hunter, he's going to be launching his claw at you. Now as you can see, even though I was clearly not in the line of the claw, it still grabbed me. To get out, you actually have to use your sword and attack it, and eventually you'll break free if you do get caught. The object is not to get caught though. So just keep dodging it using either L1 or on the Xbox, whatever the dodge button is, or your evade button. You just keep evading until Cat shows you the entrance to the funhouse. So just hurry up and run over there, enter the funhouse, and get away from the Hunter. There's some spiders there you can get. Some red orbs.
Get lost.
These little puppet things pop out at you. No big deal, but right after they pop out at you, the Hunter actually tries to break through and come at you. Just run away from it. He retreats. And over here, in just a second, I'm going to show you where the copper door is. These doors are the pretty much the gateways to the secret missions. This is the copper door, which unlocks the secret mission Air Brawl. Now, I'm not going to show you in this video how to complete the mission Air Brawl. You can actually go to the playlist and you can see the other missions, the secret missions that I did upload. Figure out how to get through those secret missions.
Get back here.
Right after this cutscene, you're going to want to go get another lost soul. If this is your first playthrough, you will be able to get this one. Right as you go down the hallway, just go to your right and look behind you and you'll see him easily hanging on the wall. Now the only purpose of getting all the lost souls is the completion at the end of the game. Like I said, the more you get in the mission, the more you complete, the better rating you're going to get. You're not going to get a high rating on your first time through just because you're not always going to be able to get everything until you unlock all the weapons. Like right here, I'm going to show you how to get another lost soul. This one you can get on your first playthrough. Before you head down the stairs, Just go further down the hallway and go into this little circular room. And there is a door that you can only break with the Arbiter, which you get after mission 2. So if you haven't gotten that far, you're going to have to come back. Break down the door, there's some more spiders, there's all kind of different arcade games you can destroy. Those freaking, whatever the hell those things are. Now there are a total of 6 lost souls on this mission. Half of them you cannot get until further down the game. So you're going to have to come back and replay this game over again. So after you get on those lost souls, if you were able to, you head down the stairs.
Exit. Good.
And you see this room with all these gears.
Not good. Yeah, whatever.
Now you're going to want to be careful here. Make sure you don't actually run into one of those gears, because the gears will hurt you. Now something cool is you can actually launch these enemies into the gears, and you'll get what's called an environmental bug. You'll see I get one here in a second. I actually get a double one, if I'm not mistaken. Those two right there. Now after you defeat all the enemies, you notice the room keeps getting further and further away from you as you get closer. You have to jump through these gears. Don't do what I just did. Once you make it through all the gears and you go out the exit door, you run into Kat again. She tells you there's a rift. There's a divinity statue right there on your left. If you wanted to buy some abilities or items, depending on if you have any upgrades or money to spend. If you don't have enough money, a good way to get more money is to actually destroy those lampposts, which I'm going to show you here in a second. They don't give you much red orbs, but you know, they do add up. And all of these lampposts can be destroyed. And you'll know if it's something that you can destroy, because as you get closer, they all get deformed and whatnot. So depending on how much time you actually want to spend in the game, you can go through and just get all these red orbs. If you're trying to beat the game as fast as you can to get a better, higher rating, you might want to come back for a different replay. So as you get closer to this clown ride over here, you are going to get in a cutscene with the hunter, and then you have to actually face the hunter. Now you can weaken the hunter with ebony and ivory, but the most effective way is to actually use your sword, Rebellion.
You feel it now, don't you?
Once he gets knocked over like this, you want to definitely capitalize on it. Run up to him and put in as many combos in as you can. Now when you climb up to the top of the ride over here, you have to use ebony and ivory to shoot him back down. As you're doing this, make sure to evade his attacks, and eventually he will fall back down. Now, like I said, run back over and repeat everything I've already told you. When he lunges at you with his knife, make sure you evade behind. Run up, hit him in the face as many times as you can, and right here, I finish him off. Now, if you want to see more videos, make sure you like and subscribe. I'm constantly uploading walkthroughs and playthroughs. I'm Vinny from Sigma Entertainment, and thanks for watching. For your destiny.